Today on CCX News, new details inside a horrific Brooklyn Park shooting scene. What led to the murder of a woman and the attempted murder of others. He just lost it. That's what the suspects told police moments before numerous shots were fired inside a Brooklyn Park apartment complex. According to charges filed, the suspect, 29-year-old James Nadeau, had gotten into an argument with his father at the Brooks Landing Apartments where he lived. He then followed his father to the apartment office where he started shooting. Inside the office, while attempting to kill his father, a woman identified as 29-year-old Deanna Dole was shot and killed. Nadeau then went to the 5th floor where he used a second gun to shoot at the door of an apartment belonging to the apartment manager. That person was not injured. Following the shootings, Nadeau fled and visited a family member. He then called 911 to surrender to police. During the arrest, police recovered 3 firearms. Court records show the suspect has a history of mental illness. As the Burnsville community continues to mourn the life of 2 officers and a paramedic killed in the line of duty, a plant nursery in Plymouth is showing support for the fallen heroes. Tulips grown at Lenbush Roses in Plymouth are being sold as a fundraiser at 101 Market Petals to Pines in Osseo. 100% of the proceeds will go to the families of the first responders killed.
Tulips are resilient, and I hope that that message goes to these families. It's not going to make it easier. It's not going to make it better. It's not going to heal them, what we're doing for them. But I hope that the tulip will be a sign to them that they will get through this eventually.
Jennifer Berg came to the store to buy flowers and show her support. She is a wife of a retired police officer.
Just know that we love them, that they are our family, distant, far, whether I know you personally or not. We love them, and we're all one, and we'll get through it together.
The fundraiser will run until Tuesday. The goal is to sell more than 1,000 tulips. A former pro basketball player who sparked controversy for his social activism spoke to a group in Brooklyn Park this week in honor of Black History Month.
The luxury of hindsight, it's easy to say, oh, I did this and that, but I've learned over the years that whatever I've gone through in life, I was supposed to go through to get me to where I am.
Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center hosted a screening Wednesday of the film Stand, which chronicles the life and career of Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. As a member of the Denver Nuggets in the mid-90s, Abdul-Rauf protested tyranny and oppression by refusing to stand for the national anthem. He believes the act cut his career short, but he still encourages others to stand up for what they believe.
That's one of the most important things, I think, for the human beings. We don't do that enough. We're so concerned with what other people may, think of us, how they may perceive us. And I remember this quote I read a long time ago: don't let someone's perception of you become your reality if it's not in line with what you see for yourself.
After the screening, Abdul-Rauf took part in a moderated discussion where he spoke more about the importance of activism. An organization highlighting Black writers will bring 12 authors to the Brooklyn Park Library this weekend. The Minnesota Black Authors Expo is hosting an event called Bringing Books to Life for Black History Month. Authors will read from the books and connect one-on-one with readers. They'll also have a selection of books for all ages.
Kind of impossible for me to even understand or believe, but there are people who are not Black who don't have one Black author on their bookshelf. And so we're trying to change that. We want people to have a diverse reading opportunity in their homes.
The event is from 1:30 to 3:30 Saturday. We'll have a link to the event page at ccxmedia.org. Elected officials in Golden Valley are a step closer to hiring an interim city manager. Current city manager Tim Cruikshank retires effective March 1st. The Golden Valley City Council spent about 2 hours at Brookview on Wednesday interviewing a pair of candidates for the city's highest-ranking executive position. City Council member Sophia Guinness said they want to find someone who can help steer the city until a permanent manager can take the helm.
What we're looking for is somebody that has done this job before, that comes in with experience, that may not know all the ins and outs of Golden Valley, but definitely knows what a city manager should be doing.
The city plans to hire a search firm to help find a permanent city manager. An Osseo senior high student received a prestigious award for her pottery. Emily Haugen introduces us to her in this week's Standout Student.
Pressure's on, Joe.
In Daniel Prody's ceramics class,
Put it back, leave it centered.
art is what you make it.
My goal with just being involved as a teacher would be to try to get as many people involved in art as we can.
Excuse me? His love of art has transferred to the students.
You never know what you can do before you do it, so I'm starting by wedging it.
Osseo senior Julia Boehm is making the most of her ceramics. She's been creating since she learned from her godfather in 8th grade, and her love for the messy, creative art form has only grown since.
How like a ball of clay can come out to all this stuff, and it's just a lot of using your mind and using your abilities to create something that's really cool, and I like that.
Her favorite things to make are pictured here, things you find in nature. Now that creativity is getting national attention. She was one of 150 selected for the National K-12 Ceramic Exhibition for her strawberry pottery.
I was so surprised. I guess when I submit, I never really thought winning could come of it.
But Prody knew she had something that stuck out from the rest.
She has just flourished as an artist, and she's coming up with her own ideas rather than just doing the projects that we are in class. She's starting to expand on that, and that's a testament to her and all her hard work she's put in.
For Julia, her fire for ceramics goes back to the source. That's because she's been given a space to grow her skill.
Just always encouraged me to do my best work and the most work I could do, which I really appreciate.
In Osseo, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
This year's ceramics show is in Richmond, Virginia, held in late March. Julia's pottery will be with the best of them.